Hey, welcome back, my amazing students. I'm so glad that you guys are back here. It really makes my day. Anyway, so in today's lecture, I'm going to show you how to create a sanity check for your application. And there is a lot of applications out there doing this. And I want to show you how to do it. Now, what is this sanity check about? This sanity check has to do with our database. Now, we want to make sure that whatever we execute in our application that has to do with database works. And for that, we need to make sure that our connection is actually working, right? That our SQL queries are actually going through. So for that, we need to switch into creating a database, right? So let's go ahead and take this out of memory, and let's just put a file name here, app.db. Now, you can name this however you want, guys. I mean, it doesn't really matter because this would be a file, all right? Anyway, our application will create it. Now, we don't know if it's gonna work 100%, right? So what we need to do is we need to make sure that things can go through here. So for that, let me actually do it right here. We do this sanity check by creating a route. And inside that route, of course, we're gonna have a function that's going to trigger our SQL statement or SQL query. And if it goes good, then it's connected, it's good, it's working. So let's go ahead and create that route, and we can call it whatever we want, really. I'm gonna call it health DB, create a function down here, and we can call this function health underscore DB. Very unique with names, right? I'm awesome with names. I hope you guys are a little bit more gifted when giving names. We're gonna access the DB, the session, of course, and we're gonna access this method called the execute. Now we can execute some really cool queries here, but SQL Alchemy, it's very, very picky about taking queries as strings, right? So because of this, what we can do is we can, from SQL Alchemy directly, right here, we can import this helper here, right? This helper wraps around a raw SQL string into a safe expression object. So now SQL Alchemy is not gonna complain, hey, listen, you didn't give me a string, you gave me an object, a safe expression object, right? We don't want it, SQL Alchemy doesn't want us passing raw strings everywhere, right? So that's why we're gonna use one of these guys to wrap our string in it, all right? Anyway, so right here, what I'm gonna do is I'll use that function, and I'll say select, let's just do double quotes here. Doesn't matter, but select one. That's it, that's the query we want, really. Let me go ahead and do the exception here. And we're gonna do it as E, just like that, right? But let's just finish this first, right? I got carried away with trying to finish that. So we're gonna return some JSON here real quick, and we're gonna say DB, okay, just like that. And we're gonna pass in, we put a comma here to pass the status. Very cool, right? All right. So here, we'll just return the same thing we did here. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna copy, but it's gonna be the opposite, right? Because this is an exception, something went wrong here. So the DB is gonna have an error, and if we wanna be explicit about it, we could put some more messages in here. We can say, well, let's give it a detail, and the detail is the error. But we want to display the error in a string, right? So we use a Python function, we wrap it in there. Look at that, boom. Now we don't want 200 because 200 means it's good. We want 500, status 500. I don't know if you've seen the 404 in the browsers. Well, this is very similar to that, right? Anyway, yeah. So all we have to do now is hit this route, right? And if it returns okay, we're good to go, all right? Make sure that, yeah, you turn on your server. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. And yeah, Python app. And it looks like it's working, right? Now, it's not breaking my application, that's for sure. Let's do health/DB. And now you can see that it says, okay, we're good to go, right? So if this wasn't working, of course, we would get the exception here in the 500 status, right? But it is working. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that we also have the database created right here, okay? All right, guys, if you like this video, please give me a like. make a comment, help me out, share this video with somebody. You guys are awesome. I'm going to keep making more stuff here, but sometimes I got to, have some motivation. I'm not perfect, Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys on the next lecture.